It's like cliffhanger. Gotcha. No, I don't. What the fuck happened? This dude just slipped and ended everybody's night. Everybody was looking. Do you know how many wagers? Do you know how many same-game parlays? Do you know how many 10 and 10s, 5 and 5s, 50 and 50s? Do you know how many legs were destroyed as a result of this? Kevin Durant screwed us. 5 bets in 5 minutes. It begins, folks. Well, it begins right now. Let's start with the Houston Rockets. Yes, the Houston Rockets on the road against the Pacers. The Pacers are hot. The Pacers are scoring points. The Pacers right now, since the All-Star break, are lights out. Except, of course, if you look at the body of work, they're not winning everything by any means. It's not like they've put together a 6-game win streak. It's just that they're scoring a lot of points right now. In fact, they're still struggling to win games because they're giving up more than they score. Houston is just awful, right? Like, Houston's a terrible basketball team. We get that, but they're terrible from shooting three and behind the arc. They're just a bad product overall. You just need them to get, now technically you need them to get to 9. I get that. But looking at this game, can they keep it within 7? Can they make a run to keep it within that key number? Because even if they're hanging on by 7 towards the end, that's enough for me to lock it at 9.5. Minus 115 on DK, but we open up with a team that's just going to hang because the Pacers don't know any better on defense. The Magic are not playing good basketball right now. We can all agree on that. They've dropped 3 of 4. The Jazz, however, are playing worse basketball, or at least dealing with a worse result overall. I think the problem we have in this game is when Orlando completely, thoroughly just shuts the switch off. That's it. Enough. I don't think we've got to that point. We've hit that point quite yet. They're 4 or 5 back right now from that 10 spot. They're not going to make the play-in, but there's still this element of. We've also seen them be really tough outs as home dogs. This is switched here. I'll lay 3.5 because actually normally take the Jazz. Come on. I think the Magic win by 6-7 points. I think this is a convincing win for Orlando, who has at least put out effort where Utah just looks absolutely lost. Speaking of lost, Ja Morant still out. Okay, that's fine. What's changed with the Warriors? When the Warriors were healthy, they were a shitty basketball team on the road. When the Warriors were fully intact with everybody there, they couldn't hit the broadside of the entire arena on the road. It was awful, and they were awful. And they haven't fixed this problem by any means. In fact, they define road-home road splits. You go on the road, they're a different team. Whoever the Hyde or Jekyll, the bad one was, that's what they are. It's terrible. And I can't look at Memphis just because they're down Morant, and I get it, Steven Adams and company, and automatically think that they're out of this basketball game. They're going to hang defensively. There's already shit talk going on between two guys in Green and Bane. Expect this to be a physical matchup, and that favors the Memphis Grizzlies. I'll take Memphis to win outright. Didn't we just do this? Didn't we just do this in Boston last week? I know, because we had the freaking Nets in that game. We covered the spread. We didn't have them winning outright, but it's the same scenario. The Nets are being treated like Detroit. The Nets are being treated like Charlotte. The Nets are being treated like a dog shit basketball team, and they're not. Mikal Bridges, they've got some talent on this team to hang in a game, and 12 points with Giannis up in the air. I mean, who knows? Giannis could play 6 minutes tonight. And Chris Middleton coming down from the rafters like a Kanye West show. Get the hell out of here with this shit. All right. The reality is that Brooklyn, and you know it, Brooklyn is simply a better team than a 12-point road dog against a Milwaukee squad that's going through motions right now. And that's just the unfortunate reality of it. Look, I don't know what to make of this game in the sense of I think the total is pretty sharp. I think the spread is pretty sharp. But I'm doing you a favor and making a play on this and not going to that Hornets-Pistons game. So just think of it as a favor from me to you here in this case. Kings laying 2.5. Knicks have to restart that big, bad win streak. It's not going to be easy. Sacramento's playing really good basketball. I love what the Kings have been doing. How can you not? They lose, they fire it right back up. In fact, it's the Kings who are more likely now to start building on a win streak. You just look at their health. That's the big thing. Nobody's hurt. No worries, no concerns, no issues. This is a full-on squad right now. On the flip side, Jalen Brunson, more or less, Masamenos, we don't know right now. And I think that coming into it is a pretty big hit for a Knicks team that has looked a little lost without Nova's finest out there. Kings minus 2.5. There's your 5 and 5. All right, we'll run it through you. Rockets plus 9.5. Magic minus 3.5. Grizzlies on the money line plus 120. Nets plus 12. And the Kings minus 2.5. Simple stuff, right? So is this. Just take a second. Okay, you were just on another book. What's going on here? Don't worry. Same video. Take a second. I know. I don't like change unless I'm told about it. Hold on. You have to be 21 or older. All right. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. You have to live in a state where you can legally place a wager. A couple of states out there that have Bet365. My New Jersey people. Ohio, Virginia. What are you doing? You probably didn't even know you had this in your app in your marketplace. Download it right away. But here's this thing. Click this link to get there first. Click this link below. Sign up. Take 90 seconds out of your life. Deposit $10 and then bet $1 on anything. It doesn't matter what you bet the dollar on. It can be anything. But we just want you to click that link below. Sign up. Look how easy this is here. Right? I mean, this is easy stuff. That's all. So now you're all set and you have $200 in bonus bets. And when you're there, come hang with the OddsShopper Premium tool. Now, this is a market-based approach. And I'm showing you bets right now that are plus EV. So I'm sorting by our XROI tool. This is a paid tool. I'll give you a week free. That's fine. I'll tell you about that below. But Kelly Oubre under 1.5 assists on BetMGM right now is beating the market. The Warriors Grizzlies first quarter total at PointsBet right now is beating the market. Cleveland Guardians beating the market. St. John's beating the market. These are bets right now that are plus EV by simply beating the market. We have an algorithm that does all the work for you. And yes, it works. It absolutely works. So make sure you come hang with us on this tool. We have the Odd Shop live 4 to 5 Eastern right here on YouTube, on this very YouTube channel. But yes, this thing is working, okay? Free trial is below on this. Why? Check it out. Check it out. It's free for a week. And Lofty and Raza will see you today at 4 o'clock Eastern.